Namaskar, good evening. You're watching the Newshour at 9 and I'm Swati Joshi. It's lights, camera, Rahul. That's right. Take a look at this video that we're going to play out on your screens. This is Congress's campaign song for Delhi elections. It's meant to power the dwindling fortunes of Congress, where Congress went from 3-term dominance under Sheila Dikshit to 0 seats. Watch how it valorizes Rahul Gandhi in long shots, close-ups and slow-mos. There are 21 number of shots of Rahul in different poses in the yatra, in the hospital, and Rahul with Mahila and Kisan. In fact, 26 shots of Rahul Gandhi. But wait a minute. What post does Rahul hold in the party? Is he the president? No. Remember, he stepped down in 2019 after 2 unsuccessful years. The president of the Congress is none other than the veteran Mallikarjun Kharge. Look at the irony of it all. Kharge has been also listed as the Congress's star campaigner #1, then followed by Sonia, Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi. And yet there's not even one single shot of the man who's at the hem of the party. Just yesterday, Kharge declared that it's time to give Balidan or sacrifice for the party. Looks like this sacrifice began with him for the Congress. Now let's take a look at the other people who are there in the Congress's campaign song. There's Sheila Dikshit, Delhi Chief Devendra Yadav, contestants like Ragini Nayak and Alka Lamba, and yet there wasn't one frame of Mallikarjun Kharge in a video which is 2 minutes 48 seconds long. The BJP says that this reflects the sycophancy of the party, where only the Gandhi dynasty matters and even the role of the Dalit president has been chopped off. Take a look.
Kharge Saab has 2 very big weights he carries on his shoulder. He carries the weight of a family in Karnataka that is busy land grabbing. Sonia Gandhi never made any sacrifice in 2004. There is no way our country, India, would have ever accepted an Italian as our Prime Minister.
कांग्रेस एक परिवार गांधी परिवार से शुरू होती है और वहीं समाप्त हो जाती है। और मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे क्योंकि दलित हैं, पिछले वर्ग से आते हैं, जिस तरह से बाबा साहब भीमराव अम्बेडकर का उन्होंने अपमान किया था, उनको हराने का काम किया था, उसी तरह से मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे भी दलित समाज से आते हैं, तो अगर वो वहां नहीं है तो इसमें कोई अफसोस की बात नहीं।
The sidelining of Kharge in the video is such that the Congress is left running for cover. While some blame advertising agencies, others call it an oversight. Take a look at their varying excuses.
Our creative people create, and I think it's I think if it's missing, then I hope they correct. But these are all creative things. I mean, important thing is that advertising companies or companies that make this material probably look at leaders, right? Whom Delhi people are responding to. It's a Delhi state election. It's not really a national.
मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी के बारे में बीजेपी को झांकने की जरूरत नहीं है। मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी हमारे राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष हैं। उनके बिना कहाँ कोई कल्पना हो सकती है।
ओवरसाइट हो, गलती से एडिट में निकल गया हो और मुझे बताया गया कि वो ऐड कर दिया गया है।
But is the Congress guilty of insulting non-Gandhi veterans? Sample this. Rajiv Gandhi publicly referred to the Planning Commission members as a bunch of jokers who lacked modern ideas for development, after its then chairman Dr. Manmohan Singh highlighted negative economic indicators. In 2013, Rahul Gandhi called the Manmohan Sarkar's ordinance for 3-month protection to MPs from disqualification as utter nonsense and suggested it should be torn into pieces. They even insulted Narasimha Rao. In 2004, his mortal remains were not allowed in the AICC headquarters for cadres to pay their respects. The party also allegedly forced his funeral to be held in Hyderabad, despite the family's preference for Delhi. Adding insult to injury, Congress leader Manishankar Iyer declared that Rao was communal and Hindu-oriented. He was the first BJP Prime Minister of India. In 2020, as per Pranab's daughter, the Congress refused to even call for a CWC meeting to condole his death. Just last year, Kharge too was slighted, a door was shut on him while Priyanka Gandhi was filing her nominations for the Wayanad bypolls. And later, of course, Rahul went and escorted him inside. But this at a time when the Gandhi Parivar had a front row seat all along. Now, this brings us to the legitimate question that we are asking this evening. Parivar star cast in Congress, is it a hit or miss? Let's open up the debate and take that question along with others to our guests.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Tonight we're joined by Rohan Gupta, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have Tushar Gupta, political analyst, Sujata Pandey, also a political analyst, Kishore Tiwari, spokesperson, Shiv Sena UBT. We have Faizan Kidwai, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, joining us. And we're also joined by Sanjay Jha. He's an author. Thank you very much for joining us, Sujata and gentlemen. Good evening to all of you. Sanjay Jha, I want to begin with you. No solid defense coming in from the Congress leaders when this question was posed about the BJP alleging that this is nothing but sidelining of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge and this is sycophancy at another level, that this is nothing but Parivar first mindset. Look at what Sandeep Dixit says. He says, it's a Delhi state election, but Mallikarjun Kharge is the national president. Someone else says, this is called creativity. Perhaps they forgot. This could be editing. This could be an oversight.
Swati, good evening. I think there are bigger issues that we should be talking about when you look at the Delhi elections. I mean, I don't live there. I have friends and family who are extremely worried about the state of traffic, the levels of pollution, the extent of misgovernance in terms of law and order. And I think there are multiple dynamics that the common citizens of Delhi want to be fulfilled. Now, as far as the Congress campaign is concerned, here is the hard truth. And I'm not trying to just kind of defend the Congress for the sake of it. The truth is that Mr. Kharge is not a Gandhi family member, right? He is in fact an independent individual with a fantastic track record who is the Congress president and elected by the people within the Congress. The Congress doesn't need to, I think, justify or explain what it does and why it does it. Now, in a particular ad, if, for example, Mr. Kharge's name is not there, it may have happened inadvertently. I can promise you this. Even Rohan has been part of the Congress for a long time. While I do understand that the Congress likes to play up the Gandhi family for obvious reasons, they believe it's a huge electoral draw. I don't think there is any intention whatsoever to disrespect Mr. Kharge at all. Otherwise, why would Mr. Kharge be the Congress president? In fact, he's been visible all over the place. He gets a pride of position wherever any campaigns are held. So I think the BJP, in a very desperate attempt to target Congress on any Tom, Dick or Harry issue, picks up a subject and tries to blow it out of proportion. But I've always attributed this to the intellectual bankruptcy of the party, its morally compromised stance, and the fact that at the end of the day, in its very desperate attempt to make a political point, it makes our political and public discourse so puerile, pedestrian and pathetic.
All right. But Sanjay Jha, given the history that we were talking about of the Congress party, of how P.V. Narasimha Rao was insulted, of what Sharmishta Mukherjee spoke about, that not even a CWC meeting was called to condole the death of Pranab Mukherjee. Was this also forced by the Bharatiya Janata Party? Also, Mallikarjun Kharge is the star campaigner #1.
Sure. I mean, by the way, Swati, your statement justifies exactly what I said. Mr. Kharge is the star campaigner #1. I mean, I give you an example of the BJP. The BJP relies on symbolism. And I'll give you just one example. I live in Mumbai, but I get these front page ads of different state governments where the BJP is in power. And you'll find that Mr. Modi's face or his positioning is bigger than that of a chief minister. So can I accuse the BJP of actually diminishing or devaluing or dissipating the value of the local leader and simply promoting the prime minister brazenly?
But then you have these snapshots. But then you have these snapshots of, the Maharashtra elections, and you see Narendra Modi, the prime minister, with Devendra Fadnavis. And then you have these videos that the BJP has released for Delhi elections, and you see leaders apart from Narendra Modi like Amit Shah, like JP Nadda and other BJP leaders featuring. Why I mentioned that Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge is the star campaigner #1 is because in that entire video, 2 minute 48 seconds long video, not even a blink and missed shot of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Also, this comes at a time when he spoke about sacrifice, and the BJP says, look, it has begun with him. Let me bring in Rohan Gupta. Rohan Gupta, you were associated with the Congress party. Today you are with the BJP. And Sanjay Jha says that even you will not agree with this. Even you will not agree that, this has been done deliberately. Then why is your party saying that a Dalit leader has been insulted by the Congress?
See, Swati, as Sanjay rightly told, that I was associated with the party and there were many campaigns I had done for the party, national campaign alone. And this is not a mistake because there is a process where every video was seen by the leaders by the in charge of the state, by the in charge general secretary, by the central leaders. And these are the basic things that party president's video has to be there. And it was clear-cut instruction. The last slide, the party president, the local leaders, the first party president, then the other leaders, national leaders and local leaders. It was a template which is fixed. So I'm really surprised when they are saying that it is inadvertent. I completely don't agree that even after such checks and balances, his photo was not there. And let me tell you, Swati, Kharge has been a humble leader, a Dalit leader. There are many instances whenever you meet, he has always this complaint when he was not made Karnataka CM 2 times. He had faced that injustice. Apart from that, there are many Darbaris even now in Congress party. They do not like Kharge. I'll give one example. Maybe Sanjay will not agree on camera with me on this, but off camera, he is a good friend and he obviously, I must salute to him that even after so much abuse, he is still supporting Congress party. So yeah, heads off to him. But same time, there is one general secretary, मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं कि जिनके नाम में राम है, that person organized press conference at Karnataka simultaneously when Kharge was organized press conference the same issue at Delhi. He was pissed off.
So what is the point that you're arriving at? What is the point that you're arriving at? Because Sanjay also said, listen, he is the president of the Congress in today's date.
See, being president and given respect of the president, two are separate things. You are being put a president, but the kind of Darbari is what they are around the central leaders. They don't like to give the respect what Kharge wants because he's Dalit leader.
Okay,
He can
so
face the same thing in Karnataka.
He's just the president, but the reigns of the party are actually being held by someone else.
The real power is with other people.
Sanjay Jha, you asked me to check with Rohan Gupta. I am not very good with cricketing terminologies, but was that a googly or have you been clean bowled? Because he says this is, the tradition literally in the Congress party.
I'll use a cricket analogy. I think I have stumped Rohan. And I think the truth behind that is very straightforward. You have had Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was not part of the Gandhi family, was the Prime Minister. P.V. Narasimha Rao, again, not a Gandhi family member. In fact, you haven't had a Prime Minister because the Congress hasn't been in power for a long time as well. But for 15, 16 years that it has been in power, you have had a non-Gandhi family member there. Yes, I'm going to confess on your program, in all honesty, Swati, that the Congress party is very shall we say, inspired by the role of the Gandhis over decades. And nobody can deny the role of Pandit Nehru or Rajiv Gandhi or Indira Gandhi. They have been absolutely phenomenal titans. But there is also a role for people like Mr. Kharge and the others who have done wonderfully well for the party. And I will concede to that. And I also feel that even if this Mr. Kharge is not in the ad and it's happened, it should not happen.
But it's not just about the ad, is it? It's not just about this one video, Tushar Gupta. And Gandhi family members are not the only ones who are part of the Congress or are running the Congress. There are several other netas. Have they not been given their due?
Good evening, Swati. And I'll start off with a comment that people wouldn't expect me to make ever. Sanjay Jha here, a very good person, is the most competent spokesperson for a Congress party, if at all, more competent than any of the spokespersons in the Congress today. And yet Sanjay Jha was not given the respect he rightfully deserved by the Congress party because in his honesty, in his integrity, he made some criticism which was for the betterment of the Congress. This is the Congress culture. Now, Mr. Kharge, I don't know if he was referring to Sidramaiah when he said that the sacrifice must be made of the CM position, or he was referring to Rahul Gandhi when he said that the sacrifice must be made to save the Congress. But look, let's understand one simple thing. The Congress party revolves only around one family. Swati, you look at the elections after the Lok Sabha elections of 2019. Congress has only won in Himachal Pradesh, a swing state, Telangana, which was because of Revant Reddy, and Karnataka, in which DK Shivkumar had a huge role to play, the outcome of which we are seeing in the part tussle in the state right now. Innumerable losses for the Congress across India, be it Chhattisgarh, be it Rajasthan, be it Maharashtra, innumerable losses. Is Rahul Gandhi ever blamed? And about that video, Swati, you know, these things go through a lot of levels within the party. from the secretary to the senior levels.
You know, one would say what is new in that? Most of the parties revolve around one family, and when it comes to the BJP, you see Prime Minister Narendra Modi's face everywhere. In fact, several election slogans of the Bharatiya Janata Party said, "Modi hai to mumkin hai, ek baar phir Modi sarkar." So the entire advertisement, entire campaigning was around the Prime Minister.
No, see, there's a difference between the party revolving around one family after countless failures and a party revolving around a leader in which the country trusts. I'm sorry, but Prime Minister Narendra Modi cannot be compared with the Gandhis. Rahul Gandhi has a lot of failures to his name. He goes out in Delhi, people stop voting for the Congress. He goes to Haryana, makes the jalebi joke. The Haryana people vote out, rather do not vote for the Congress for the third consecutive time. Look what happened in Maharashtra and the part tussle between Kamal Nath and Jyotiraditya Scindia back in 2020.
Kishore Tiwari is smiling all along. Kishore Tiwari, तुषार गुप्ता कह रहे हैं कि कंपैरिजन हो ही नहीं सकता. एक जगह आप ऐसे व्यक्ति को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं बार-बार जिनका परफॉर्मेंस पुअर रहा है, एक के बाद एक हार रही है, और दूसरी तरफ अगर आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी से कंपेयर करना चाहें तो उनके सक्सेस और उनके परफॉर्मेंस को लेकर के बार-बार प्रचार में उनका चेहरा सामने आता है.
देखिए स्वाति, चुनाव है दिल्ली का और कांग्रेस तो चुनाव में है ही नहीं, तो खारगे जी का नाम रहे या ना रहे. आज संदीप दीक्षित, अजय माखन और हमारी वो अलका लांबा, वो काफी है उनको गिराने के लिए, और खारगे जी को स्पेयर में रखा है तो ठीक ही है. लेकिन रोहन गुप्ता, तुम इतने क्यों हंस रहे हो? अरे तुम कोई कांग्रेस से ठीक नहीं है. पिछले वक्त 3 मिले थे, अभी तो लोग कह रहे 2 भी नहीं मिलेंगे. तो
अभी आपकी स्माइल देख के हंस रहा हूं मैं.
अरे ये सारा का सारा केजरीवाल के अच्छे और बुरे के आसपास चल रहा है. तो
नहीं, आप तो इसको आप दूसरी तरफ पूरी बहस को आप मोड़ रहे हैं कि दिल्ली चुनाव में कौन जीतेगा. वो तो हम उस पर तो हम बहस अभी फिलहाल नहीं कर रहे हैं, उस पर वक्त है थोड़ा सा किशोर तिवारी जी. लेकिन ये जो खड़गे जी को साइडलाइन करने की बात बीजेपी कर रही है कि आपने एक दलित नेता को साइडलाइन कर दिया, और कांग्रेस की तरफ से आप देखिए किस तरह के बयान आ रहे हैं. कोई कह रहा है क्रिएटिविटी, कोई कह रहा है एडिटिंग, कोई कह रहा है कि ओवरसाइट, इसको ठीक कर लेंगे, ये तो मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटेजी होती है. इस तरह के बयान आपको लगता है जस्टिफाइड है कि जो प्रेसिडेंट है पार्टी का वही नहीं दिखाई दे?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं है. और वो जिन पे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थी उनको तो पार्टी से बाहर करना चाहिए. कौन है देखने वाला, कौन है एडिटिंग करने वाला? अगर पार्टी का प्रेसिडेंट और स्टार कैंपेनर नंबर 1 उसको स्किप कर जाए, ये पार्टी है कि क्या है? मुझे लगता है कांग्रेस बैंड पार्टी हो गई है. ये स्लीपर सेल के लोग पार्टी को डैमेज कर रहे हैं. स्वाति, खारगे साहब ये बहुत बड़ी पर्सनैलिटी हो गए, और कहीं हमारे तरफ तो बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर के बाद मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे के तरफ लोग देख रहे हैं. तो कांग्रेस ने उनकी इमेज को यूटिलाइज करना चाहिए.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point and perhaps a positive feedback. Sanjay Jha, don't you think? Utilize करना चाहिए उस छवि को तो.
Swati, I'm going to be very pragmatic here. I just believe that yes, campaigns that are made, which are happening in elections, go through a very strong due diligence process, because you don't want to misrepresent facts. You don't want to be accused by the opposition of actually making rhetoric that can be challenged as being, or can be fact checked. So I'm not going to deny that technically this has the approval of the party. Now, I'm assuming there are going to be many more campaigns, and there may be a.
So when you say approval of the party, do you think Mallikarjun Kharge knew that he'll not be a part of the video? Is this perhaps?
No, I'm going to say that there is not one video, right? When you run a campaign, there are multiple videos. It's possible. I'm just making a speculative guess. It's possible that in this particular video, there is a focus on those who are contesting the election, for example, and it's not possible to accommodate every leader in the kind of graphic display that they deserve. So these are all possibilities. I'm not trying to justify anything. All I'm going to say is that there are bigger issues.
Okay, Rohan Gupta does not agree. Faizan Kidwai and Sujata, I'll come to you in just a few seconds. Let Rohan Gupta counter very quickly.
Swati, first of all, my friend Sanjay has been kept off ground by Congress party. And he's trying to play the role of referee on behalf of Congress. And I agree that people like him who have been supporting Congress ideology sensibly, they are out of the party. See, you cannot just ignore this mistake by saying that it is leader of local elections and all these things, because Mr. Rahul Gandhi is for almost 20 shots, he's been there in a video. There are other leaders like Sheila.
And that is a blink and miss shot. If you blink, you'll miss the appearance of the other leaders.
Absolutely. How can you justify national president being not there? Had Kharge not national president, his face is missed out. Yeah, you could have debated that case. It is a mistake. How can you ignore national president's photo or thing from the complete video, which is your national anthem for the capital of the country? This is not other state. Delhi has been the capital of the country. You are missing the national leader. You cannot justify this mistake. If it is not the mistake, then why they are saying that these photos will be added? Sanjay bhai, there are certain things. You are a supporter, empathizer of Congress party, but certain things even you should not justify it, and you should come and tell your heart out. I know that what is there in your heart, but certain things you should not even try to justify. They are not justifiable. Okay. Because when you are in elections, even the smallest, minutest things is watched by everybody.
Yes.
And in such a big video, if you are not putting a single photo of your national leader, you cannot justify that.
There's a proper strategy when you come up with a campaign as to how will the campaign look like, who all will feature, what are the issues that you're going to focus on. I'm sure there's a lot of brainstorming that happens. Faizan Kidwai, how are you reading this situation? What's happening?
See, Swati, first of all, the political campaigns and the material that is used in a campaign, which leader to promote, which leader to project, that's part of a strategy, and every political party does that. But if at all that amounts to showing disrespect, if there's some leader who is not being used in the strategy, in the campaign, then BJP has been doing this for a very long time. This is a poster of Narendra Modi of 2013, where it was said, Nai Soch, Nai Umeed, ab ki baar Modi Sarkar. It had neither Mr. Advani, it had neither Mr. Vajpayee. So was Mr. Modi disrespecting the stalwarts? They were also the founding fathers. Then there was an ad in Uttar Pradesh, which was a full-page ad, which was run for several days. It was talking about the stone laying ceremony of a highway which was supposed to be built in Saharanpur and Barod district. It had only Mr. Yogi and Mr. Gadkari. Bichare Modi ji was missing. This is the ad. Okay. There was no Narendra Modi, so fond of seeing himself on television and newspaper ads. And in 2018, Swati, some ardent supporters of Mr. Yogi Adityanath, there's an organization called UP Navnirman Sena that put posters all over Uttar Pradesh, which said, just a second please, Yogi Lao Desh Bachao, Jumlebaz Modi or Yogi for PM. So this infighting has been going on for a very long time. As far as disrespect is concerned, we all had seen how the Honorable President Draupadi Murmu kept on standing while Mr. Modi was sitting when Bharat Ratna was conferred to Advani ji. We can understand Advani ji is old and sick, so he was sitting. Couldn't Mr. Narendra Modi stand up and show respect to a tribal lady? But he didn't. So वो है ना dialogue, a very prominent dialogue from late Rajkumar ji, कि जिनके घर खुद शीशे के हों वो दूसरों पर पत्थर नहीं फेंकते, तो ये बेचारे पत्थर ही फेंकते रहते हैं और पलट के जनता इनको पत्थर फेंकते हैं. I will take a response from Sujata Pandey and Rohan Gupta as well. लेकिन आपने सारी बात में बताया नहीं कि डिसरिस्पेक्ट हुआ कि नहीं हुआ मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी का ऐसा करके. You asking me?
Yes.
आप मुझसे पूछ रही हैं.
जी
ये disrespect तब होगा if the intention is to disrespect. If it's a strategy and the Congress party is saying कि we missed it and then later on they'll rectify. So then there's no disrespect, but the disrespect is like Mr. Narendra Modi would deliberately.
हो जाती है यहाँ पर स्ट्रैटेजी हो जाती है कि राहुल गांधी को आप दिखाइए भरपूर, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे को मत दिखाइए. लेकिन अगर बीजेपी कह रही है हम एक पोस्टर में केवल प्रधानमंत्री को दिखाना चाह रहे हैं, या हम महाराष्ट्र इलेक्शंस में यूपी के चीफ मिनिस्टर का पोस्टर लगाना चाह रहे हैं, तो वो स्ट्रैटेजी ना होकर के किसी का अपमान है.
इसका जवाब वही होगा जो आप बीजेपी से पूछिएगा कि in 2013 why was Mr. Advani and Mr. Vajpayee missing? अगर वो बेइज्जती नहीं थी तो
बीजेपी करे तो ठीक है, when someone else does it तो वो अपमान हो गया. प्लीज रिस्पॉन्स सुजाता पांडे and then रोहन गुप्ता.
So, Swati, first of all, I see this entire thing as a missed opportunity. Somebody was talking about strategy. I think this is a no ball in the last over by Congress. And the sixer has been hit outside the boundary by the opposition parties. And rightly so, because for number one, Congress has a long history of, disrespecting and cutting people to size, leaders, stalwart leaders, who ever dare to question the authorities of the Gandhis. Whether it is P.V. Narasimha Rao, Sitaram Keshri, Warik Ahmed, you have the entire G23, Gulam Nabi Azad, who served for 47 years in Congress, Anand Sharma, the list is endless. And Kharge ji seems to be joining the bandwagon. Now, but why I say this is a missed opportunity? Because for the last 2 years, Rahul Gandhi has been going all over India doing multiple theatrics to gain this particular Dalit vote bank. And when the Delhi election is in the last over, they do the biggest mistake. Where is the strategy? They should, if they say Kharge is a big Dalit face, they should have used this to gain the Dalit vote, because this vote once Congress at today it is voting the AAP and the BJP, and this is 17% of the Delhi vote population, and the 30 seats they are affecting. So out of that, the 10 seats where there are 25% of Dalit population. So there is no strategy. That actually shows, Swati, that Congress is not serious, neither for Dalit votes nor for Delhi election. It's just playing to exist.
So this is just sycophancy.
And I feel sorry for them,
there is no strategy involved at all.
No strategy, not
although the BJP and the supporters of the BJP should be happy कि कांग्रेस एक और गलती कर रही है, चलो इसका फायदा किसी न किसी को तो होगा. But Sanjay Jha do respond. Only sycophancy. There's no strategy.
Swati, I think that is just such a synthetic assessment, such a cosmetic evaluation of this video. I mean, the fact remains that Mr. Kharge is a popular Dalit leader. He's the Congress president, for God's sake. But according to the BJP, the fact that he's not in one video, which is part of multiple video strategy and marketing communications. Please do not interrupt me, Madam Pandey. I'm speaking. Madam
Sujata,
Pandey,
allow him to finish, please. Let's not interrupt each other.
let's not make this debate into a slugfest. My simple point is, he is the Congress president. That, according to the BJP, does not matter, or rather the analyst does not matter. But if he's not in one video, which could be part of a multi-pronged marketing communication strategy, when Mr. Kharge may feature in several others, that, according to this great political analyst, is committing harakiri.
Tushar Gupta, synthetic assessment and cosmetic analysis. If I got Sanjay Jha right, it's just one video. Just wait for the other videos and other campaign strategies to be released.
The exhausting remarks of Sanjay Jha, but Swati, in the last assembly election in Delhi, Congress's vote share was 4%. 4. That's it. And people are saying that if this time Congress can even get a 10% vote share, a 6 percentage point increase, that would be a big achievement. And you know why Congress is in this condition in a triangular contest? Because people who have suffered at the hands of the family within the Congress refuse to speak up on national television when given the opportunity, when the Congress president is meted out the same treatment by the same people. I'm disappointed in Sanjay Jha. I would again state that he's one of the most competent spokespersons the Congress refuses to employ. But Sanjay Jha really needs to speak up for Mallikarjun Kharge, for the interest of the party.
He represents. He's not spilling the beans. But I want to bring in Kishore Tiwari. Kishore Tiwari ji, आपने तो बहुत क्लोजली काम किया है कांग्रेस पार्टी के साथ. मेरा मतलब यूबीटी से है कि महाराष्ट्र इलेक्शन में आप लोगों का गठबंधन भी था. तो ऐसा कभी आप लोगों को लगा उस वक्त कि कांग्रेस पार्टी का ये एजेंडा या मोटो है कि केवल राहुल गांधी को प्रमोट करना है, बाकी लीडर्स की कोई बात ही नहीं हो रही है?
देखिए, मैं एक बात बताता हूं. संजय झा जी ने कहा कि बहुत सारे वीडियो होंगे और ये पहला ही वीडियो होगा, ऐसा कहा. लेकिन जितने भी वीडियो होंगे उसमें नेशनल प्रेसिडेंट और जो दलित फिगर है बहुत बड़ी भारत की, अगर वो मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे उसमें नहीं रहेंगे तो वो गलत बात है. और रोहन कह रहा है कि ये जयराम रमेश की कार्रवाई है तो सब बाहर आना चाहिए. लेकिन मैं एक बात बता रहा हूँ, लेकिन
कोई चाहता है क्या किशोर तिवारी की ये बाहर आए? अगर राहुल गांधी जी को प्रोमिनेंटली दिखाया जा रहा है, अगर गांधी फैमिली का इस तरह से प्रमोशन हो रहा है, तो कौन चाहेगा कि बाहर आए? कोई चाहता है बाहर आए?
मुझे बोलने दो.
आप ही से पूछ रही हूँ. आप ही से पूछ रही हूँ.
अरे मैं बराबर बता रहा था कि एक अच्छा किया कांग्रेस ने दलित वोट ना मिलने के लिए ऐसा किया, मुस्लिम वोट मिलने के लिए नहीं किया। तो मुझे लगता है वो अपनी गलती रियलाइज कर रहे हैं और आपके लिए स्पेस दे रहे हैं। तो रोहन गुप्ता, ये कांग्रेस की गलतियां ढूंढने से अच्छा जरा पैसे बांटने का जो तुम्हारा नेशनल प्रोग्राम रहता वो बढ़ा दीजिए, महाराष्ट्र शहरी का रेट बढ़ा दीजिए। नहीं तो आप चुनाव बहुत बुरी तरह हार रहे हैं।
सुझाव रोहन गुप्ता, सुझाव ले लीजिए किशोर तिवारी जी का।
स्वाति जी ले लेता हूँ। देखिए, अभी द पीपल वर टॉकिंग दैट इफ द लीडर्स फोटो इज मिस्ड आउट एंड एग्जांपल्स वर गिवन। ही इज द नेशनल प्रेसिडेंट, नंबर वन। द सॉन्ग व्हिच हैज बीन लॉन्च्ड, इट इज कॉल्ड द कैंपेन एंथम. This is the main anthem, is the main song, right, Sanjay bhai? This is not the one of the videos. It is anthem. If you see the video, when anthem missed out the national president, what is that? That shows the mindset. This is the same mindset we saw in Haryana, where Kumariji Selja was treated like this only. So it is not the simple inadvertent mistake. It is the mindset of the Darbaris, one of them, Kishorji named. This is their mindset. Maybe Kharge ji is president because they wanted to put non-Gandhi president. He's a respected Dalit leader, but it's the mindset of the Darbaris who still don't believe that he is the president. They want to run their own show. I'm very telling this on national TV that they don't want the power of Kharge ji. They want to use their power. Otherwise, you tell me in a national party where the checks and balances are there, the campaign goes from 3 modules, it goes to the central committee before approval. Mind you, the state committee sends it to national leadership. Each and every video is seen, approved, and after approving, it is released. So how can you say that is a normal mistake? It's a national precedent, and this is the one of the Darbari's conspiracy against Kharge ji.
Okay, I want to go back to Faizan Kidwai. I know you'll say perhaps कि ये internal matter है कांग्रेस पार्टी का अपना, but if you look at the video closely, इसमें नरेंद्र मोदी जी और अरविंद केजरीवाल जी तक को भी दिखा दिया गया है.
So, let me respond to Tushar. I was listening to Tushar. He said Congress party's vote share has declined to 4%, not even 4%. So if that's some sort of a reason that Congress party should not be confident of winning the Delhi elections, then my dear friend, you should know your most popular star, the rising star who's now a fading star, he was trailing in the Lok Sabha elections for a good 6 rounds. His vote share has declined by 9.4%. There's been a reduction of 3.3 lakh votes compared to what he got earlier. So this person should also be sent to Marg Darshan Mandal, where he pushed Advani ji and Mr. Joshi. So and this individual is the same person who said Ma Ganga ne bulaya hai, 25,000 crores was Namami Gange. What happened to it? The National Green Tribunal has repeatedly criticized the government for being inefficient and said BOD levels are constantly on a high. GDP has plummeted. The rupee against the dollar is getting weak day by day.
You should get a response and a rebuttal from Rohan Gupta, and Tushar Gupta also wants to come in. But tell me something. Your party very clearly has assessed, because you were talking about the dwindling. You were just citing what Tushar said, the dwindling numbers of the Congress party's performance. But your party has also assessed that very carefully. That's why your party is also supporting Arvind Kejriwal, isn't it?
Correct. Swati, see, the thing is, as Akhilesh ji has said time and again, that we all are together. India Gadbandhan is intact. We are part of India Gadbandhan. But we feel that in Delhi, AAP has a very bright chance to defeat Bharatiya Janata Party.
तो इसीलिए आप उनको support करें. All based on numbers. That's what Tushar Gupta was also saying.
अगर कहीं No, but see, he was mocking Congress party. So if you want to mock somebody, then there are a lot of figures which can be used to mock
or don't
the
mock.
fading
But
star of Bharatiya Janata Party.
ultimately, mock or don't mock, even you're doing the same thing. You're assessing Congress party's performance and declaring your support for Aam Aadmi Party.
We all have seen. See, if there's a state where Congress is stronger, we will support the Congress party.
Tushar
It's
Gupta.
all about supporting India Gadbandhan. It's for Hindustan.
Tushar Gupta.
Okay. Mr. Kidwai, Congress is strong in Madhya Pradesh. That did not make you support the Congress in the Madhya Pradesh assembly elections. In fact, if I remember correctly, Kamal Nath was insulting your party leader. What happened to the Gathbandhan then? What happened to the India Alliance? Will you answer that? And about the Congress, they had 4% vote share in 2020 and they'll end up again with 0 seats in 2025 as well. That's the assessment right now on the ground. The only question remains is if they can clock a double-digit vote share. That's how miserable the Congress is. This is not mockery, sir. This is political hardcore assessment.
Correct, sir. So what I told you, that's also hardcore assessment. So by that assessment, Modi Saab is also a fading star. Would you agree, sir? With due respect to you, sir.
Why did you not support them in Madhya Pradesh? Why did you not support
I asked you something else, sir. Sir, would you,
why did you not support the Congress in Madhya Pradesh?
Tusharji,
Why was the Congress insulting in... Why was the Congress insulting the Samajwadi Party in Madhya Pradesh? Sir, you said that we will support Congress in the states they are strong. Congress ended up with the 40% vote share in Madhya Pradesh in 2023.
Okay. In fact, I want to bring in Kishore Tiwari because I think Kishore Tiwari, आपकी भी पार्टी ने कांग्रेस पार्टी को एरोगेंट होने का आरोप लगाया था कि एरोगेंट हो गई है कांग्रेस पार्टी और ये चुनाव के बाद ही ये छींटाकशी शुरू होती है, ये एक दूसरे पर कीचड़ फेंकना।
स्वाति, हमारे दर्द को काय को निकाल रही? वो चुनाव का दर्द अभी भी तुम निकालते हो घूम के। लेकिन तुषार, तुमने कहा 6%, 4% से 10% वोट मिल जाएंगे कांग्रेस को। अरे ऐसे नहीं होने वाले। वो 4 से 2 होने वाले हैं, क्योंकि आप पार्टी को इन्होंने 10% ले लिया तो आप पार्टी को बहुत डैमेज करेंगे। कांग्रेस चाहती है, ये लोग चाहते ही है।
लेकिन आप कह रहे हैं कांग्रेस चाहती है ऐसा, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी तो कहती है कि कांग्रेस और बीजेपी जो है वो बी टीम है, इसीलिए कभी अजय माकन कभी संदीप दीक्षित जब आरोप लगाते हैं आम आदमी पार्टी पर तो हाईकमांड कुछ कहता ही नहीं, चुपचाप रहता है, सपोर्ट ही नहीं करता उनको।
नहीं, वो बात से तो हमने आक्षेप लिया। राहुल गांधी जी ने इंटरवेंशन करना था और उन्होंने केजरीवाल को अनकंडीशनल सपोर्ट देना था। ये रीजनल पार्टी को स्पेस देते नहीं कांग्रेस वाले। महाराष्ट्र का चुनाव आया तो बड़े भाई बन गए थे, हमको टिकट भी कम दिए और हमको गिराया भी। वो हमारा दर्द है, वो दर्द हम बराबर बताएंगे। लेकिन कांग्रेस को नेशनल लेवल पर हमने सपोर्ट किया, रीजनल लेवल पे वो हमको सपोर्ट नहीं करते। थोड़ा सुधार करना चाहिए।
कांग्रेस पार्टी क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी का कल्चर ही बन गया है क्या, सपोर्ट नहीं करना? अपने नेताओं को भी नहीं सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, एलआई को भी नहीं सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं सुजाता पांडे।
This is what is happening even in Uttar Pradesh. Imran Mashood has just said that maybe this coming election 27, Congress and Samajwadi Party may fight different ways and they may go different ways. So there is no alliance. First of all, this was an alliance of opportunists and it had to fall because everybody was looking for their own share of convenience, and where the convenience did not meet, right after the election results were that you saw what was written in Samna wrote a big editorial, ye natije kya kehte hain. The same thing was told by the Mamata Banerjee, by the Akhilesh Yadav, everybody tried to Congress. Even in this Delhi election, they are all supporting Kejriwal, who was against Congress party at one point in time, and then not the Congress party, which was supposed to be the face of the Indian alliance. And you have the panelist is defending that Congress party to bahut tolerant hai, it gives space to everybody. Second thing which I want to tell you, Swati, is that this entire, coming back to this incident has come from there's a history to it. The Congress party has a mentality, the Indra is India, India is Indra.
Okay. They have a mentality of associating the party with only the Gandhi Parivar or a particular personality. Sanjay Jha, wouldn't it make a world of difference for the Congress party if it starts acknowledging the contribution of other leaders and perhaps for a change start promoting them?
Swati, but before I answer that question, a quick response on the criticism against the Congress with its regional partners. I think it's a BJP which is playing the anaconda politics. The BJP is like the giant anaconda that swallows its allies. Look at the examples. It destroyed the JDU in Bihar. Mr. Nitish Kumar is only a puppet chief minister. Chirag Paswan's party, Shrimoni Akali Dal, they broke up with the BJP. PDP broke up with the BJP. Look at Anna DMK is no longer with the BJP. They destroyed NCP and the Chief Sidelined.
Sanjay Jha, I'm completely out of time, but perhaps the only argument to counter that would be, but still the allies come back to the NDA fold. And if you talk about the Congress party's allies, one tells the Congress party to not be arrogant, the other says Congress जैसे खत्म हो गई थी, बीजेपी भी खत्म हो जाएगी, कांग्रेस को बाकी पार्टियों को स्पेस देना चाहिए. Thank you very much, Sujata Pandey and gentlemen, for joining us on the broadcast. I'm wrapping up debate number 1 and moving on. Sanjay Jha will continue to be with us for debate number 2 as well.